Chapter 1. 10,000 Years Later. The Creation Dao Pill Tribulation. So, the legend is true. Tan Nai's eyes suddenly snapped open. With a look of shock, he sat up abruptly as two streams of memory surged into his mind like a raging flood, roaring like heavenly thunder, leaving him dizzy and dazed. Only after a long while did he finally regain his clarity. In his past life, he had been the peerless pill sovereign of the vast sky realm. At nearly 300 years of age, he had already attained an unparalleled mastery in the Tao of alchemy. Though his cultivation level was not particularly high, countless extraordinary experts bowed before him in admiration. Yet this very pill sovereign perished beneath the pill tribulation of the creation Tao. A pill born of creation, containing the source of Tao itself, was too profound for heaven and earth to contain. Thus divine punishment descended upon the world. What he once thought to be a mere legend had become his reality. When the tribulation struck, he was reduced to ash in an instant, and yet his soul had been reborn, 10,000 years into the future. This new body also bore the name Tan Nhai. He was a descendant of the Tan clan, one of the three great families of Darkstar City, but was notorious within the clan as a useless good-for-nothing. He had cultivated for 10 years, yet had not even reached the second stage of the human origin realm. Last night, unable to endure the constant ridicule of his clansmen, he poisoned himself and committed suicide. In the vast sky realm, martial cultivation reigned supreme. The realms were divided into human origin, profound origin, spirit origin, earth origin, and heaven origin, each further split into 9 grades. Ordinary people, after 10 years of training, could at least reach the 4th grade of the human origin realm. But despite the clan's resources, Tan Nai had not even reached the 2nd grade. The title of trash suited him all too well. Trash? These fools are blind. This body is clearly an exceedingly rare, immaculate body. The poor fellow was simply unlucky. If he had persevered for just a few more months, the flaws within his physique would have mended themselves, and his cultivation speed would have soared. Tan Nai's eyes lit up as he spoke. This stroke of fortune now belonged to him. Those born with the immaculate body had their early cultivation diverted inward, automatically healing the flaws in their physique. Once repaired, their ability to absorb and refine heaven and earth's essence would be dozens of times faster than normal. In his previous life, Tan Nai had once encountered a supreme powerhouse with the immaculate body. Their strength defied the heavens, overwhelming opponents of the same realm with ease. Creak! A graceful woman pushed open the door and entered. Seeing Tan Nai sitting upright on the bed, she looked at him with worry. "Xiao Nai, are you all right? I heard that Tan Hu and the others bullied you again. They didn't harm you, did they?" This woman was Tan Yu Huan, Tan Nai's aunt, and one of the Tan clan's elders. Her cultivation was at the 6th grade of the profound origin realm. "Ha ha ha, with you protecting me, aunt, those brats like Tan Hu wouldn't dare do anything to me." Tan Hai laughed, his brows carrying a hint of disdain. In the entire Tan clan, the only one who treated him kindly was this aunt. As for his parents, they had disappeared shortly after his birth. No one in the clan knew where they had gone. This mystery was one of the reasons he was scorned by others. Tan Yu Huan sensed something different about Tan Hai, but couldn't quite place it. Shaking her head with a faint smile, she thought perhaps she was just imagining things. "As long as you're fine, that's all that matters." She breathed a sigh of relief. She had heard that yesterday, Tan Hu and his lackeys had insulted Tan Nai by mocking his missing parents. This had infuriated her. "Xiao Nai, I've already locked Tan Hu and the others in the detention hall. If they dare bully you again, just tell me. I'll make sure to shut their mouths permanently." Her beautiful eyes glinted with coldness. as she spoke in an icy tone. "Thank you, Aunt." Warmth filled Tan Nai's heart. This aunt truly cared for him. Then, as if recalling something, he asked, "Aunt, could you lend me 300 silver coins? I need to purchase a few things." A bit displeased, Tan Yuhuan pulled out her purse and handed it to him. "Xiao Nai, if you need money, just ask me directly. There's no need to talk about borrowing." "Ah, then that's even better." The two chatted for half an hour. After sending his aunt off, Tan Nai looked at the purse in his hand, his eyes shining with determination. The path to strength begins with this purse of silver. In his past life, his martial talent had been mediocre, which was why he had devoted himself entirely to alchemy, eventually attaining the title of Pill Sovereign. But in this life, he would walk the path of martial supremacy. Had he possessed peerless martial strength before, he would not have been helpless before the creation Dao Pill tribulation. In my past life, I was the Pill Sovereign. In this life, I shall become the Martial Emperor. The next morning, Tan Nai opened his door and stepped outside, only to run into a tall, handsome young man. Upon seeing Tan Nai, the youth mocked, "Well, if it isn't our great Tan clan's trash, I heard Tan Hu bullied you again yesterday. I thought you'd be hiding in your room for half a month. Didn't expect you to come out today." This youth was Tan Fei Yang, one of those who frequently tormented Tan Nai. The onlookers immediately turned their attention to the scene, eager to watch the spectacle. Entertainment like this was rare. Tan Nai frowned and replied calmly, "Damn it, I can't believe I ran into a barking dog first thing in the morning." Tan Fei Yang froze, clearly not expecting such a retort. His face darkened as he roared, "Trash! Who are you calling a dog? Whoever fits the description." Seeing Tan Nai's calm expression, Tan Fei Yang grew furious. "How dare a useless piece of trash speak to me this way? With just one finger I could crush you." "But, do you dare? You saw what happened to Tan Hu, didn't you? Tan Fei Yang's face flushed green and white in turn. He was a 6th-grade human-origin cultivator, capable of shattering granite with his bare hands. Crushing someone below the 2nd grade of human origin should have been effortless. And yet, Tan Nai was right. He didn't dare, because of Tan Yuhuan, this profound origin 6th-grade elder of the clan. If he merely insulted Tan Nai with words, at worst he'd be confined for a few days like Tan Hu. But if he laid hands on Tan Nai, the consequences would be dire. Even if Tan Yuhuan killed him, the clan would not object. The difference between a mere junior and a clan elder was too obvious. Seeing that Tan Fei Yang dared not act, Tan Nai's face filled with scorn as he walked past him. As he did, he muttered, "Looks to me like you're the real trash." Tan Nai, Tan Fei Yang, clenched his fists so tightly that his nails pierced his skin, blood dripping down. Yet, even then, he dared not strike. The onlookers stared in shock, exchanging bewildered glances. None of them had expected this outcome. What's going on today? Did Tan Nai suddenly grow a backbone? Never saw it before. But he actually has some guts. Ha ha ha. Tan Fei Yang really got humiliated today. How amusing. A mere piece of trash acting so arrogant. He must be tired of living. Darkstar City, located in Qingyun County at the southern border of the Yuntian Empire, had a population of over 700,000. It was neither too large nor too small. The streets bustled with endless crowds. Tan Nai made his way to a pharmacy called Longevity Hall. As soon as he stepped inside, a smiling shop assistant greeted him. "Esteemed young master, what would you like to purchase today?" Longevity Hall was one of the top pharmacies in Darkstar City. Its prices were fair, its medicinal herbs of good quality, and its reputation excellent. Tan Nai glanced around, frowning slightly. To ordinary folk, these herbs were indeed top quality. But, for his purposes, they were still lacking.
Chapter 2. Officially the Immaculate Body. Well then, now I'm penniless. I can't ask for too much. Tan Nai couldn't help but laugh. He was no longer that pill sovereign who commanded wind and rain and spent money like water. Everything had to start anew. Shopkeeper, give me 3 taels of golden leaf grass, 2 taels of snow ginseng, 5 taels of 6 flavored fruit. After tallying up, there were a total of 17 kinds of medicinal herbs. Once they were packed, the shop assistant smiled and said, "Young master, the total comes to 242 silver coins. I'll round it down for you, just 240. In the firmament world, currency was divided into copper, silver, and gold. 100 coppers equaled 1 silver, and 100 silvers equaled 1 gold. 240 silvers was enough to sustain an ordinary family of 3 for an entire year. After paying, Tan Hai returned to the Tan family. He noticed the gazes around him were somewhat strange. It seemed news of his conflict with Tan Phi. Yang had already spread. That's fine too. At least some ordinary clan members will know I'm not so easily bullied. It'll save me some trouble. Sitting on his bed, Tan Nai stirred his mind, and a purple flame appeared in his palm. Instantly, it blossomed into a purple lotus, dancing like an enchanting beauty in his hand. Illusory, yet real. Good. So the purple lotus heavenly flame didn't disappear. Delight flashed across Tan Hai's face. This flame had been forged in his past life by merging countless heavenly fires of the world. It was his most important companion in pill refining, nurtured for hundreds of years, and deeply imprinted into his spiritual sea. This rebirth had brought the flame with him. Only the flame seed remains. Still, don't worry, old friend. I'll restore you to your former glory. Though weakened, the flame still carried immense power. He took out the snow ginseng, let the purple lotus flame attach to it, and in an instant, the herb melted into liquid. Even as a mere seed, its power was not to be underestimated. Nodding in satisfaction, Tan Hai began melting down the rest of the herbs. Under his control, they blended into a palm-sized droplet of turquoise liquid. Through his spiritual force, the droplet floated in mid-air, glowing faintly. Wisps of black smoke, impurities, rose from it. Soon, the liquid condensed into 3 pale green pills. Whew. Exhaling heavily, Tan Nai looked pale, drenched in sweat. I didn't expect my spirit force to be this depleted. Just refining a few Tri-Clear gathering pills has pushed me to the limit. Retracting the flame, he smiled faintly at the 3 pills in his hand. Taking one, he sat cross-legged, assumed the 5 hearts to the sky posture, and swallowed it. Warmth flowed through his body as the medicine dissolved. He quickly gathered his spirit and circulated the 9 heavens' divine scripture, refining the medicinal power. In his past life, Tan Hai had been the exalted pill sovereign. Countless martial experts had begged him to refine pills, often trading martial arts and techniques in return. Among them, this 9 heavens' divine scripture was the most powerful. In the firmament world, martial arts were ranked into 5 grades: saint, heaven, earth, profound, and human. Each grade was further divided into lower, middle, upper, superior, and peak tiers. The 9 heavens' divine scripture was a mid-tier, saint-level cultivation method. As the pill's power refined, the flaws in his body were slowly repaired. The human body was never perfect. Even with great talent, absorbing the world's energy would erode it over time. But once the immaculate body was formed, it could reverse this. Flawless absorption, with nothing wasted. With the scripture's help, the pill's effects were absorbed in less than half the usual time. Remarkable. At this rate, I'll be able to complete the immaculate body today. Smiling, Tan Nai swallowed the remaining 2 pills. Time passed. Suddenly, he opened his eyes. Even with his normally calm demeanor, he couldn't hide his joy. The immaculate body is complete. Ordinarily, it would have taken months to repair his body. But with the pills and the scripture's aid, it had been done in less than half a day. From today onward, this so-called waste would shock the world. Tan Nai clearly felt the difference. It was as if he had merged with heaven and earth itself. The sensation was indescribable. Eager to test it, he circulated the scripture again. Instantly, the surrounding energy surged toward him like a flood, forcing him to stop. This immaculate body, truly terrifying. Steadying himself, he absorbed carefully. Even so, his cultivation speed was at least 10 times faster than normal. That day, Tan Nai shut himself in, fully devoted to cultivation. Meanwhile, outside, Tan Fai Yang, how pathetic. To be defeated by a supposed waste, you're more worthless than he is. In a grand hall, Tan Fai Yang's swollen face twisted with shame as he faced a young man in embroidered robes, Tan Yun Cheng, the second son of clan leader Tan Hai. Tan Yun Cheng was arrogant and domineering, yet gifted. At a young age, he had already reached the peak of the 9th stage of the human origin realm, only a step away from breaking through to the profound origin realm. Young master, that Tan Hai has Elder Tan Yu Xiang backing him. I really couldn't touch him. After being humiliated by Tan Nai, Tan Fai Yang had come here, burning with resentment. As the son of the clan leader, Tan Yun Cheng's position rivaled that of an elder. Naturally, his father valued him more. Tan Yu Xiang is just one. Elder! She can't stir much trouble, Tan Yun Cheng sneered. Of course. With young master's talent, you're destined to lead the clan one day. Silence. Do you mean to dismiss my elder brother? Tan Yun Cheng snapped. Not at all. The eldest young master is focused on martial arts and studies at the Heart Clarity Academy. He clearly has no interest in being clan leader. Tan Fai Yang explained. Even so, watch your words. Yes, young master. Tan Yun Cheng's eyes glinted coldly. That Tan Nai thinks he's untouchable with an elder behind him? I'll show him what happens when he crosses me. Overjoyed, Tan Fai Yang bowed deeply. Thank you, young master. A dog is still just a dog. Tan Yun Cheng cast him a contemptuous glance. Meanwhile, in his room, Tan Nai felt the energy within him. Surging! 4th stage of the human origin realm! Joy filled his heart.